Twitch sometimes doesn't show notifications for smaller raids. Thank you, though, for coming and joining. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, she. What did I... Gordon, I'm glad you're here. No, you haven't missed the whole show, but I don't think there's anything that you really... You might have known Daydream and Davy from today. But that would be my best bet on anything that you might have played. You probably didn't, though. And it's for the best. Everybody, welcome on back from that little break that we had. We're moving on to our last game of the day. Okay. It's going to be a good game. Oh, JK, this is the bad video game tournament. Let's go ahead and check out who our GM is for today. The ether realm, the ethereal voices are speaking to me, and all I see is a never-ending change of mass. It just changes. I see jungles, I see princesses, I see BlasphemousRoar. Whoa, a laser eye. That is really fancy. I want a laser eye. Oh my gosh, if I ever lose an eye, I'm totally gonna take that laser for me.
Yeah, so let me tell you. Oh.
Hello, yes, I hear you. Loud and clear, you're here.
Yeah, so let me tell you, you know, it's been a little bit of a tired day, but you all on Friday, you say, hey, we're a little bit short on GMs, so I'm here to help you. But I didn't get much help myself on getting games, so I've gone just a little bit rogue here. So be prepared for the storm that's incoming in regards to this. I'm tired. I've only got like one eye open. I'm like a cyclops here, and it's like, seriously, it was the kind of night where like I'm stuck like overheated in my blanket, right? But like as soon as I throw it off, I'm just ice, man. So we're gonna have a game here that I'm done teasing.
How long did you work on that?
3 whole seconds. I've been writing it as we're going.
Okay, everyone, it's X-Men.
It's X-Men, but this time for the game Genesis. I tried to give this game out 7 times last year.
7 times?
Yeah, people knew it, but now here we are. Oh boy. One of the most infamous games in video game history that requires... Yeah.
I'm about 90% sure I played a little bit of this when visiting cousins in Montana. And honestly, this was more entertaining than Montana, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, so this game's not terrible, but it's really not good. Actually, it's one of the few games that I've absolutely put in in my little Games Quest vault where I am just simply done playing it and I never want to play it again. And yet here I am.
What is this
Sunday
music?
Everybody, oh yeah.
Oh no. Okay, I feel like I would have remembered this from my childhood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Was there a different game with Wolverine on the Genesis?
There was X-Men 2 Clone Wars. So X-Men 2 Clone Wars, you may recall if you've seen that one, it's a platformer as well. The sprites are a little bit smaller in this one, but the cool thing about X-Men 2 Clone Wars, or cool, I say in quotes, is that at the start you load it up and you're suddenly in a winterland with Beast, and you have to press the reset button on the console in order to change your randomly chosen character. For the first stage until you get into the base and you get to actually do the real stage or character select. I mean, I know I love my music being generated by a Tesla coil and a rubber band. Like,
you know what? It's been a little while since my ears have bled, you know, all since yesterday, so I'm ready for this. Okay, 3 out of the 4 players are ready. I'm waiting for Schmeev to come back, though. Schmeev ran away for a hot minute or so. Just Yeah, I'm completely cool kicking back until he's back. Oh my gosh, I am so tired this weekend.
I clearly should have saved this for the lend me your ears round, but then I never would have gotten to play it because everybody keeps tutoring with stuff.
Well, you also never know if we're gonna have the same rounds for the bracket as we did this last year.
That's true too.
Yeah, so honestly, never.
Yeah, so it's not just me. It's been this crazy Sunday, you know. Like I'm so tired today. Oh, I woke up at like I hit like a brick wall of sleep at like 10, and I went to sleep, and then I woke up at like 1, and I couldn't sleep again. But then I got like 8 hours, and I still felt like crap. And so it's not just me; it's you too, man. I can't believe that the world is devoiding us of sleep today.
Well, everybody, you are not going to sleep during this because we are going to be doing the countdown. Please spam all of your X-Men emotes. And what else? What else should they do?
Spam their Twitch sings music note emote.
Music notes, yes, music, buzzsaws, honking, that's pretty good too.
Rubber bands, and bees. Oh, bees, lots of bees.
They're doing hero difficulty, right?
Yeah, so they're playing on hero. They're playing on the default difficulty and not amateur difficulty. Amateur difficulty blocks you off at the end of level 3 and says, no amateurs could possibly defeat me, and Magneto coughs at you in your general direction. So here we go, the first stage. We've got everybody, we've got a Wolverine, we got 2 Gambits, and a Nightcrawler. Everybody choosing, or almost the full group here.
Yeah, which one didn't get chosen?
Cyclops. Or Cyclops.
No Cyclops.
So,
there's no
Windmaster
female character. Why?
They're your assist characters because Storm's way too strong for this nonsense.
It's
Same
true.
with Rogue.
Yeah.
So we actually, so one of the things it's going to do with this game is, oh man, I should have mentioned to them that you can press pause to check or to use your assists. Oh well, and change characters. Ah. I should have mentioned the functions of the pause button. Oh no!
You know what? They can figure that out.
They should. I was nice and I told them some stuff, but I definitely messed up telling them their stuff.
I mean, if you want, you can always ping all of them in Discord, but if you don't want to, they can just learn how things work. Also,
you know what? Maybe I should
fart. This game just farts randomly.
You know what? I'm going to be nice because this is a big difference between how much progress gets made if somebody figures this out, so.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fine to me, then go ahead and do that. So this round today is actually full of players who took first in their first match.
Okay.
That means nobody is going to be getting eliminated today. Still, giving a tidbit of information is completely fine. Letting them know that the pause button has multiple functions.
Yeah, well, it's not so much as multiple functions, but it does have a menu, yeah. So the pause menu will allow us to, it allows us to use the icons that we're picking up on the ground. There are 4 assist characters as well. So we have Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Gambit, and Cyclops running around. We also have the ability to call Rogue to punch all enemies on screen, Storm to do a very similar all-screen attack, Rogue to do an Angel to do a similar all-screen attack, and then Iceman, who will make a bridge for you.
Thank you, Iceman.
Yeah, so the other thing that it does is that if you press start when your character's dying, you can, for a limited amount of times per stage, you can swap to a different character. If you die, that's what's important, is that if you swap to a different character, you can continue fighting, and like, if you die, then you lose that character for good, and if you lose all 4 characters, it's game over. Okay. So I completely forgot to mention that at the start. That's probably important. Also, Jean Grey is also in the game to assist you because there are no bottomless pits in this. Well, there are bottomless pits, but to not die, Jean Grey saves your life. So we've also got, we got our health is our yellow meter up there. We also have our blue meter, which is our mutant ability, of course, because everybody knows that you can only use this limited mutant power. And my pro tip for characters is that mutant power is really good on, Cyclops and Gambit can do some nice shots and stuff. Wolverine pulls out his claws for more damage, and Nightcrawler becomes completely incontrollable. And dear God, don't use Nightcrawler's teleport for more than half a second. Otherwise, you are in doomsday. And also, Nightcrawler can teleport through walls, but again, if you hold it down for more than half a second, the way that it works is that Nightcrawler starts bouncing off the walls with his teleport.
What?
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little unpredictable? Tiny bit?
Yeah, a lot bit. You can make it through a wall, but yeah, no.
Hey, Windmaster has
mastered
summoned,
the wind.
Yeah, mastered the wind, aka Storm. Yeah, I feel like, okay, good that, people are figuring out a little bit of the menu. Windmaster switching over to Wolverine, that's actually a very good piece of information to have. Here's the deal. Whenever you start a Kuso match, what you should probably do is figure out what all of the buttons do, and you should always try all of the buttons, even the ones that you probably don't always push. Simply put, start and select can sometimes have surprise functions. Schmeev is asking if resets are okay, and the answer is yes. Resets are always, unless otherwise specified, resets are allowed.
Also, those retro achievements there. We saw some retro achievements pop up.
Yeah.
So here we have our favorite part of the first stage. We have these platforms that go down and hit the bottom and loop around and drop.
This is not okay.
Be prepared for a lot of green grays here.
Wait,
by the way,
do you actually take damage if you fall down there?
Yes. Escalating damage. The more falls you have, the more damage you take from falls. As Windmaster is now getting to the final area, we just got to punch that grate open. No, keep going. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So Windmaster appears to be in the lead at this point. Moving into this sewage factory. I don't even know what this is. Melos is resetting. Honestly, yeah, I think people are starting to figure out the basics of how some of this game works, and if they had lost characters, then it's kind of understandable. Go ahead and reset. Somebody is saying that resetting in this game is actually mandatory?
Okay, so this is one of the most infamous games of all time for very stupid mechanic. At the end of stage 5, I think, and I want to say it's MODOK, somebody tells you that you need to reset the computer in order to get to the final level. What you actually have to do is press the reset button on the Genesis in order to load the final game into the RAM.
That's so dumb. Why would they do that? Oh.
Yeah. You have to hit that or else you can't progress with the game.
I mean, whatever. Undertale does that. This is basically Undertale version 0.1.
Yeah, so the thing is that it's a really cool idea. But the problem is that the reference that it makes is so weird that it's like really hard to understand. So we've got this first boss. The way that she works is that she'll put up an energy field when she's charging, and then she'll attack you as you get closer. So you can't hurt her when that's going on, and then she'll shoot you, and she probably hits you quite often. You can actually get her into a bit of a loop in order to really do damage to her. Windmaster has taken the first kill there, though, is making it on to stage 2. Now, they've been informed that the danger room has orbs. You break those orbs, and you get health. That's the best way to heal your characters between stage. So you can come down here, heal your characters for free, get health, and that machine that Windmaster just broke gives you extra time in the danger room.
Okay, so you don't want to break it?
You do want to break it if you want to refill more health.
Okay. Weird. So I'm taking a look at the company that made this, by the way, Western Technologies. They also made Spider-Man for Genesis and for Super Nintendo, but they didn't really make too many video games. Like, this was about halfway through. They made some of the NFL football games starring Joe Montana, Joe Montana 2, Sports Talk Football. They made a port of Hubert. I don't know which port, and who cares because it's freaking Hubert. I almost said a swear word.
That's okay. Hubert elicits those feelings inside of himself too.
How about the Mad video game for Atari 2600?
Schmeev teleports instead of finding the switch. Schmeev actually uses Nightcrawler's teleport effectively in a move that I can only say is possible, I guess.
I love it. I love it so good.
Yeah. Do I expect anyone to get to the reset point? Oh, no. No, definitely no.
Good question from chat. Yeah, I feel like beating a couple stages is probably what we would expect.
No. No. Yes. Okay, maybe they...
stages?
I don't think anybody gets past Apocalypse.
Which stage is that? Is that 3?
3. So that is stage 3.
Okay.
Stage 2 is a bit of a maze, but it's actually a little bit more linear than you expect.
Now, I do need to let people know, though, that the person who produced this also produced Echo the Dolphin, Echo the Tides of Time, Echo Jr., and Mr. Bones, a really good game.
Oh, yeah!
Also wrote the story for Mort the Chicken. Thank you for making Mort the Chicken. Oh no, and got a thanks for Cyborg Justice. That game sucks.
Ooh, I'm loving... I don't know which audio you're using on stream. If it's Melos,
Melos.
We've got that... Yeah, that waterfall, that static of the waterfall. Oh, yeah.
Like, who did the sound here? Okay, Fletcher Beasley. I have a bone to pick with you because, like, for some reason, there's just random farting on occasion. That's really the best way I can put it. It just goes... Is that part of the music?
Those are... Oh, that goes on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pterodactyl swooping in from the top.
Oh, it's a pterodactyl. I thought it was music. Yeah.
So Melos, for some confusing reason, currently going backwards. Yeah, that... Yeah, that's a pterodactyl.
How are we supposed to know that?
You see the pterodactyl on screen.
Not always, no. Only sometimes. Okay, Melos falling into the pit quite a bit. Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much for taking Melos to the top of the tree.
Yeah,
and
so
Melos promptly goes left. Why? Why would you do that?
So yeah, you definitely what was I trying to say there? Yeah, Jean Grey only drops you off when you're above a platform. So because of those platforms,
you just have to hit it.
Like
That's all you have to do, Melos. Just punch.
Yep. Just punch.
I'm sorry. I'm very angry right now. I'm very angry because, like, I only know how to do that because I've seen somebody do it, and honestly, I would probably be in the exact same spot, just as frustrated with all... I hate this game.
See, I would ban Nightcrawler for being able to teleport through walls, but it's explicitly known that Nightcrawler can teleport through walls. Like, just a known for anybody who knows anything about the X-Men, whereas Goku, on the other hand, was if somebody conveniently chose Goku, so...
Yeah, if somebody randomly chose Goku, then they'd have an advantage. Here, you know, everybody starts with... And they can switch through all of the characters whenever they want, so it definitely is much fairer to allow... I'm sorry, I can't take this game seriously with the farting! Why are there pterodactyls? X-Men takes place in the modern age, right?
This is the Savage Lands. This is the Savage Lands. So actually, the story behind this game is that Magneto has infiltrated the Danger Room, and that the X-Men are actually trapped in the Danger Room right now.
This is a Danger Room? It looks like outside.
Right. What? Do you not know anything about the X-Men?
Oh,
no,
I do not know. Okay,
So,
it's the holodeck. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the danger room is the way that they train, and Oh no, Melos, no, stop going backwards, Melos, no, stop going backwards, Melos, no, this game's not that complicated, just punch things.
Nope.
So, yeah, the danger room is where they simulate some of their greatest threats, and if your school has giant crushy things that can absolutely kill somebody, maybe try sending your kid to a different private school.
Whatever, none of the other schools would have, except my kid. He's a mutant. Yeah, all kids are mutant, a little bit of a mutant, aren't they? Nah, he's got...
You don't understand? My kid is lactose tolerant!
Oh no, and he has blue eyes, doesn't he? Yeah, how'd you know?
Those accursed mutations.
By the way, I did find the manual as well as some of the lore here, so let me go ahead and read this to everybody so you can hear what this game is all about. Extreme danger! The uncanny X-Men are on the move. Born of the mutating powers of the atom, the X-Men match their extraordinary abilities against a force so powerful it could mean their total destruction. The malevolent... What?
That was the death sound! Just a sad trumpet.
The malevolent Magneto has devised the world's deadliest computer virus. From his asteroid command center in deep space, the malicious master villain beams the virus toward Earth. Its target, the main computer in the Danger Room. Its sole purpose to destroy the X-Men. In the Danger Room, each training session becomes more perilous and painful as the terminally infected computer breaks down. The computer's a terminal. It's terminally infected. Yeah. Murderous troops ambush the X-Men in every zone through jungles, spaceports, burnt-out factories, even in outer space. Yeah, as it turns out, a virus infecting a program can affect it no matter which place it goes. Whoa, my mind is blown. Computer viruses. Yeah. Okay. The X-Men attack one-on-one or join forces. Hey, they joined forces to double-team the vile armies of the mad but masterful arch-enemy. Gambit, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, and Cyclops head up the assault squad. Their opponents Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Mojo, Deathblade, and a legion of trained assassins. As the battles rage, the X-Men must strain their mutant powers to the fullest to ram through the onslaught of deadly forces and face the final concussive counter-strike on Asteroid M.
Yeah, so it's sent us from deep space computer virus because Magneto lives on an asteroid. So we've seen resets now from every character, or from every player. Windmaster has reset it to gain more health, I believe. There is also another thing that I'm not going to tell the players, and I hope that they don't stumble upon it. There's actually a way to skip the first 2 levels straight into stage 3. I believe it involves just running straight to the left before the game actually loads certain stuff up, and running straight towards that thing is like Nightcrawler or something. I'm not remembering anymore.
Huh. Xandra apparently played this as a kid and did not enjoy it. Oh no! Windmaster is going up against Juggernaut, who so conveniently happens to have been loaded in the Danger Room. Good job, Juggernaut.
Yeah, so Juggernaut here, if anybody knows anything about Juggernaut, it's that he can't be stopped. You can't defeat the Juggernaut. Windmaster has now shoved Juggernaut off screen and watched him load the next area, and now you can just ignore the Juggernaut.
Wait, serious?
Yeah, seriously, you're supposed to beat him. I think you can actually wait for a bit or something like that, but you can absolutely beat him. You have to hit him in the head. The Juggernaut's helmet is the same as Magneto's helmet, designed to stop his head from designed to stop him from getting mentally controlled, you see. So every time that the X-Men fight Juggernaut, the fight is get his helmet off in order to be able to mind damage him.
Okay. Oh my gosh, the farts are so strong.
Yeah, so Zelazon points out, Juggernaut is not actually a mutant. That is correct. Juggernaut is actually a avatar of a god, one of the ancient Egyptian gods, who he found the gem of Sadarak and obtained the magical power to basically never be stopped. So that is his power, by the way, is that he can't be stopped. So that's what we have to deal with. So how do you stop the Juggernaut? Well, you just force him in a different direction.
Yeah, obviously, that's...
Or oftentimes you sink him under the ocean, or you drop him in some concrete and let him dry out for a bit, or conveniently the Juggernaut, for somebody who can't be stopped, does get remarkably stopped a lot.
Well, simply put, what you do, if you have something charging at you, let's think karate or kung fu for a second, you know, rather than blocking that momentum, you redirect it, okay? You know, if they punch towards you, you grab their arm and keep pulling them because they still have that momentum, and then bam, suddenly they're flying onto the ground and they're bam, you know, on their back because you use their own momentum against them. See? So what the X-Men should have done is like learn kung fu. That's
Judo.
my lesson here.
Judo.
Judo?
The tenet of judo is utilizing an opponent's momentum against them.
Fine, they like most martial arts do that, okay?
No, but like judo specific. Okay, so actually, judo is not going to help you in this case because judo is using the opponent's momentum against them in a. Okay, so if they're coming at you,
yeah,
you're doubling the force of the punch by coming at them in your hit because you're adding their force to yours. Basically, is how you use judo. And then if you can get them off guard, you can use their forward momentum to take them onto the ground. So that's...
Yeah, that would definitely work. Aikido, I think, would probably work as well.
Aikido, I swear it's judo, but...
I'm trying to remember. Justin did one of those. Unfortunately, the class was mostly, like... I don't remember what his class was about. Did you take Aikido or Judo? Oh, he failed Tai Chi, but because he thought he dropped it. Okay, so Aikido.
Yeah, Tai Chi is more meditative.
The way of meeting force. Okay, so yeah, Justin is confirming Aikido. You don't really do too much yourself. You let them destroy themselves.
Oh, Melos has started hitting Juggernaut in the head here, because you can't always get him off the... Okay, so yeah, I apologize to everybody. My knowledge has been broken there. I was wrong. It was Aikido. I apologize.
Yeah, Juggernaut versus Aikido. Like, you wouldn't even have to be like a black belt. You could probably get away with...
No,
orange?
Juggernaut will crush your hand. You do not have enough force to meet Juggernaut with Aikido. You need to bullfight him. You need to let him run away from you or use his momentum in a different direction.
That's what you're doing with Aikido.
No, you're meeting force with force.
I'll meet force with my face. Wait, no,
yeah,
not my face.
That. Why would you do that? You're the worst martial artist I've ever heard of, Brosenka.
I actually have a belt. And
I don't. My pants fall down all the time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's only a yellow belt. But I've got a yellow belt. Cha. They actually didn't give me a physical belt, though. They just gave me the title.
My martial arts skills are entirely that I go into flight mode entirely and I freak out and I never actually get to fight, because anytime that I do fight, it's mostly just me getting jumped by multiple people and then getting the crap kicked out of me.
How often does this happen?
You know, surprisingly 4.
What?
But my superpower is that I just get right back up. I'm tough as like not even nails.
Yeah, you picked up a car. Yeah, I understand. You for some reason are strangely strong. What the crap? I think that the last real fight that I was in was when I was in 1st grade. Like, yeah, I did punch people a few times after that, but, you know, it was pretty much I punched and they were done.
Oh, Borsincha, yeah, no, see, I'm the kind of guy that just like, okay, you punched me, are we done? No, you're gonna keep punching me? Okay, are we done yet? Are we good? We good? You calm down yet? My face is busted open and I'm bleeding all over the floor, but are you okay? Are you got it out of your system? Strangely, it means that every person that I ever fought in school became my friend shortly afterward.
That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't really, like,
Oh, we did a stage 2!
This music! Oh, baby. This is Melos who's on stage 2, right? Or is it Schmeev?
Melos is on stage 2 now.
Okay, Schmeev is moving there as well, I think. How do you know which direction to go to actually get to the next stage?
All the Danger Room stages are the same. You just have to go up to the left.
Oh, okay. Well, Schmeev is trying to kill a computer.
Yeah, so that is to the right. I've informed them all that you have to go to the left.
Okay.
See, this is how you use that music. See, this is the jamming music here.
Okay, this one, I accept this tune, okay? This is the good tune. Much better than Pterodactyl Crapland.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, what does it call it? The Savage Land.
I really don't expect we're going to get anyone there, Lone Mouse Wolf. It's not likely to happen.
Wait, can you only switch between your characters a limited number of times?
You sure can!
No, because apparently in Savage Land you can switch 4 times. But in the next stage, GR Empire, you can switch 3 times.
Oh,
and
yes.
then Excalibur's Lighthouse, you can switch twice. And then Mojo's Crunch, you can switch only once. And then the next level... Or, wait, Ahab's Future World was actually before that. You can switch twice, and then the final world, Asteroid M, you can only switch 3 times for some reason. Why does it go back up? Like, that's weird.
The world may never know. So, Windmaster has to find a switch here. When you hit the switch, you get to open up the last door. That'll lead to my favorite part. And I hope that Windmaster doesn't die. Please don't die, Windmaster. There is something wonderful coming up that I need to see right here, right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully the guard's dead. Okay, Windmaster, I've got my eyes on you, Windmaster.
Nah, see, there's still more to this. You got to get to the very end. Oh, there's the switch that leads to one of the things. Oh yeah, so we have punched all these buttons, so we're just in the punch buttons phase here. He could probably go to the top right. Oh yeah, of note, that is definitely Archangel style angel that they're summoning. Okay, so here we go, up to the right. Are we through? We're through? All right. Don't switch. Don't do it. You don't want to do this. Why would you switch? You're going to die immediately. Goodbye, GG.
Okay, that was great. I'm sorry for that really loud noise, everybody. So that was good.
So the bridge extends. When it extends fully, it like messes up and breaks and immediately disappears.
Windmaster is not a fan of that. I'm just gonna type in Discord. Ha 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 ha. Oh, because there is literally no way for you to know what's gonna happen. You just have to jump, right?
Yeah, you just have to jump. And the best part was that he swapped to Wolverine before. Like, you knew that Wolverine was dying. Why would you do that?
Well, maybe he knew that Wolverine needed to die. I don't know.
That's not even the best part of that segment.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully one of the other players gets there soon. I mean, everybody is making some pretty good progress. I feel like Jesus the Frog is possibly the farthest behind at this moment, but Schmeev and Melos might be able to get there fairly soon. Melos is in the right area to move on to that flying section.
Yeah, so the main thing is that in this area you have to break those little switches down there, I think, in order to open the final gate. but there's also a bunch of health and stuff down there as well if you can get through those resources. Melos is not got claws extended, which you absolutely should have. I believe that claws extended in this game is like the weird exception where Wolverine heals during it, if I'm not mistaken.
He heals when your claws are out? That's not how X-Men games usually work.
I think so. Yeah, it's when your claws are out you heal in this one. Most games, it's when these claws are out you don't heal.
That makes me feel like Wolverine might be a little overpowered. Like the ability to heal over time. Yeah, but he also can teleport who knows where.
Specifically to an alternate dimension. They actually think that it's hacked, but they eventually realize that it's actually a completely different dimension and is actually teleporting to his father's domain, his father being Azazel.
His father's a demon? Nightcrawler, you should get better parents. Come on.
You know who his mother is?
Who?
Mystique.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. How about his godfather?
Some dude in Germany.
Just trying to imagine. Do you want some schnitzel, my godson?
Yeah, Wolverine is kind of OP from lore-wise. Only seconded by Deadpool, or actually defeated by Deadpool in that regard. But like, they that's the thing about like Wolverine. They made this big thing recently about Wolverine's gonna die, and broadcast his death for a while being a thing that's going to happen. And in the comics, when that eventually did happen, it was just that they like shoved him in some adamantium, and now he's all right.
Here we go, Melos. No,
Melos gets the bridge. Melos got bridge.
So good.
Priya, you say this game sucked. You remember liking it as a kid? Okay, but hear me out on this. Your kid self was wrong.
Yeah, listen to this. I mean, unless kid self really like. If you're a giant fan of farting noises, then yeah, this game might be for you.
Squirrel Girl is OP because her comic is literally about her being OP. Like the whole statement there is like in one of her issues, she says that she's going to win the fight because the writing says she wins, or something like that.
Oh, I love
it. And her entire storyline is basically her just like beating up the strongest villains because she can. Because it's calling out the absurdity of comic books. Like it literally, in her current run, one of the early episodes or issues of it is her going up against Galactus, and in the next issue you see her like standing on top of knocked out Galactus on the next page, and it's like, what? You can't just beat Galactus in one page? That's not fair.
I love that. Oh, that is absolutely amazing.
But she also, it turns out that she doesn't, so I'm going to spoil this, by the way, for everybody and tell you why Squirrel Girl is amazing. The way she beats up Galactus, you see, is that she challenged the squirrels, of course, because squirrels can see Galactus coming before everybody else can, before everybody else notices, because the squirrels. Because the squirrels. And so they inform Squirrel Girl that Galactus is coming, and Galactus tries to inform, or Squirrel Girl tries to inform other people that Galactus is coming. And nobody listens to her. So she goes to the moon in order to fend off Galactus on her own. And she goes to fight Galactus, and she charges at him, and then it switches to the next issue, and it's like, you can't beat Galactus in page 1. What the heck? And it immediately goes to, like, after the first page, it goes to, like, the ending page where it's, like, the letters from the fans and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then it goes on to explain, oh, Schmeev jumps the plane!
Yes!
Schmeev in the lead and gets shoved off the plane! By the way, if you're on top of that plane, you get pushed off of it!
I mean,
That's
why
the part
not?
I was waiting for.
So, like, is there any way to stay on top of it, or are you just going to fall anyway?
So the thing is, it takes off. Taking off has the extra momentum, Whereas while you're on it, you're supposed to jump up and down to dodge the meteors while fighting the guys.
Oh, of course, you know.
So you're supposed to walk to the front and keep walking to the front. Or you could just Nightcrawler and just, like, hang chill for a moment.
How is anyone supposed to know that? How is anybody supposed to be able to react? There's no way. You're just going to die. And there's nothing you can do about it. What?
What tournament are we in?
We're in Kuso6rande. No, I'm just saying, I'm critiquing this game because I think that it has some problems.
But yes, Schmeev said, I gotta finish this because it's amazing, you see, because this is why I love Squirrel Girl. She goes up against Galactus and is like, Galactus like, are you seriously going to try to fight me? There's no way you can possibly beat me. And so she's like, oh yeah? And she charges at him with a punch. And then she's like punching at his foot. And he's like, I'm Galactus and you are what? Tiny little person? This is not working. So eventually what happens is she sneaks into Galactus's ship. And she's trying to stop Galactus any way she can. And eventually she figures it out. The reason that Galactus... Oh, Windmaster managing survive.
Oh my gosh. And look, Iceman showed up.
Iceman shows up with a bridge. And Windmaster zapped. I don't know who got further on that. I think Schmeev hit it first, and that's the only way to really tell. Otherwise, we have to count the things.
They only knew.
So you guys gotta stop getting to the exciting parts when I'm talking about this, because I want to tell everybody the majesty of this storyline, because it's amazing. Is that she eventually calls out Galactus, saying, you know, you have this actual, like, thing where you don't really try to attack eat planets that have intelligent life, yet you keep coming to Earth. The reason that you keep coming to Earth is that every time you go to Earth, we tell you the way that we stop you is by sending you to another planet teeming with non-intelligent life in order to gain your meal. So you use Earth as an intergalactic takeout service. And calls him out on it. Okay. And she's like, and to further prove it, I found this planet using your scanners that is full of nothing but trees with nuts. Let's go. And so her and Galactus pig out on a nut planet, and then they go back to the moon. And the reason she's standing on top of a knocked out Galactus is that they're both in a post-food coma.
I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. You know, I think there's one person she can't defeat, and that would be the Rider.
I think, you know, there's probably a thing like that. Something. See, the thing is that she also has the patented strategy of so here's a question. How do you defeat Kraven the Hunter when he is an immortal?
How?
You just simply toss him in the air repeatedly until you figure out how.
Oh, okay.
That's her patented strategy of just repeatedly toss him into the air, and we'll figure it out in a bit. When he comes back down, grab him again and throw him.
I mean, if you can keep him busy, that's great. That's another aspect of martial arts that honestly is very helpful, you know. Just keep them distracted and unable to actually think, and then you'll be able to beat them. Like, okay, so what you can do, if you wrap your arm around someone's neck, they're going to grab and probably punch you. But if you do that and then start walking backwards, then they will pretty much freak out, and their legs will automatically just try to keep them standing upright. They will not be able to really do anything in order to protect themselves, because you have that little bit of the distraction pulling them backwards, so that, you know, critical thinking just doesn't work. See, I'm teaching you all about the arts of Marshall. I don't know who Marshall is, but he did some great arts.
That one guy there saying that the writer's on her side, I think it was Thanos she beat, and the writer appeared in the comic book to confirm it was the real Thanos. It was not the writer, it was Uwaru the Watcher that confirms that it is the real Thanos and not a fake.
Okay.
They also clearly hinted at the fact that Marvel would be trying to do something with her character, because during the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the fact that X-Men hadn't quite been in the was owned by Fox at the time, there is a wonderful conversation. She's like, I remember you the day you were born, and the doctor looked at me and he said, Doreen is not a mutant, or Doreen is biologically and legally distinct from a mutant, and I cannot take that back. I'm sorry. Do I come over here and nerd out all over your X-Men time whenever I show up with X-Men game? Yes! And I won't stop doing it.
I'm
You
okay
can't
with
stop
that.
me,
I like squirrels, so I'll go ahead and approve. Yeah, thumbs up.
Oh no! The
Absolutely
last
approved by me.
the other thing I do have to say though is that she's a computer science major. Because yes, Squirrel Girl is my waifu, and I cannot take that back. Okay,
She is a nerd. I see how it is.
She's a computer science major, and when her squirrel asks her why not be a biology major to study squirrels and stuff, she says, "Well, I already know all things about squirrels. I don't know anything about computers." Perfection.
That's really good. I like it. That's beautiful. Oh, you know what? Wikipedia says she's a fictional superhero, so sorry, everybody. She's not real.
Rip. Okay, so we actually, you know what? I'm going to address this question. Our Priya, we have Priya in chat's asking, why is this game bad though? People seem to be progressing smoothly. So the reason that this game is bad is quite a few things. One, the character or the size limitations of this and the overused size sprites compared with the clunkiness of the actual platforming of it and dive kicking whenever you're in air causes a really janky platform experience that the early levels don't really have too much of a problem with as a result of them having level design that doesn't necessarily doom you as a result of that. However, that becomes increasingly apparent during stage 3. 2, It has a significant number of stage 4. 2, it has a significant number of instantly killable moments that will really ruin your day because of some of the design aspects in regards to it. And they're all over the place. 3, the bosses in this game are actually really atrocious. If you do not get them into a pattern, they will destroy you. So many of the bosses have this unkillable motion, have significant invulnerability periods that are also a part of them getting ready to attack you. So like, for instance, this first fight, if she's charging up, you're almost guaranteed to get blasted for it. 3 or 4, we're on, the music is amazingly bad in some locations. We got this. Stage 2 is a banger, but like still too Tesla coily. And the like, reason 5, it contains a completely obscure mechanic that actually blocked off numerous people from ever beating the game because they didn't realize they had to reset the console. Reason 6, the game is deadly and dangerous because of its janky combat system.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that these players are re-swapping characters and stuff is great, but we have multiple players saying, I hate this.
Yeah, the thing is, like, this game has a lot of flaws, and I don't think any single flaw is really, like, descriptive of the whole package. There's just so much going on here. The music is weird. The boss fights are either, you know, a little bit not inspirational like the Juggernaut fights, or like you said, you have to get them stuck in a loop in order to actually defeat them. By the way, where is Schmeev? Oh, Schmeev is not playing. Okay.
Schmeev said that they need to take a short break to compose.
I can understand that.
3 players have fallen off the bridge. Schmeev had managed to not fall off the bridge, and actually made that progress on the ship first. So I do believe that right now Schmeev is currently in the lead. See, this stage here that Schmeev is on, I failed horribly, and I could never beat it, and I tried so many times, and I just couldn't deal with this game anymore, and I vaulted it because I just couldn't.
Yeah, it's it's just amazing. This is so absolutely, like, there's so many things that are wrong about this game. Like, I feel like the unforgivable sin has to be the disappearing platform that just throws you into the pit. Why? Because you're going to die. And when you die, you both go back to the beginning of the stage. There's no checkpoint nearby. Like, you have to play the entire thing in order to try to figure out if you can get past that half-a-second trap that's in the game. And then guess what you do? And then the wind blows you off of the plane again. And you die. Yeah. And so you have to go through the entire stage again in order to just try to tackle that about half a second spot that caused you to die. Oh my gosh.
This is one of those, like, people were saying, you know, we were questioning if we needed to warn them about the reset thing as well, you know, in case they get to it in the game. And I know that Kuso6rande players tend to surprise us a lot with how good they are at games, but nobody's getting there. Nobody was getting there. I knew nobody's getting there. I was prepared for the ship to kill 2 people at least. I was prepared. They haven't even seen Apocalypse yet, and the nonsense that fight is. Because Apocalypse is a fight, yo.
Yeah, it looks like Glitch, which definitely agrees with you, saying we're absolutely not getting there.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, Schmeev. The platforming, like, Schmeev should be landing on the platform there, but for some reason, like, it's much more precise than it looks. And I think that's another big issue with this game. When platforms are not as big as they look, or when your sprite to actually land on the platform is not as big, or the sprite is bigger than the collision detection.
Did I track how long I played this before I vaulted it? You see, so I'm doing the Games Quest where I play through, because, you know, people have console quests all the time, right? But my Games Quest is to play through all the video games, because that way the quest never ends, and that way I always have video games to play. But I do track it like as if I was doing a console quest. And, oh yeah, okay, so I played this for 5.5 hours.
Okay.
Getting to the boss of stage 4 before I put this. I reserved the right. In my Games Quest, though, you see, I reserve the right to use emulator functions if I absolutely can't deal with it anymore. But I have stats, and like one of those stats is MP, where that determines how many times I can use magic, or I can use emulator functions until I level up next time. Look, all right, it's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. It's weird. But I also reserve the right in my quest to go, I am tired of playing this because I hate everything. And I have just stuck this in my vault, never to be played again. And that is actually only a few games have made it into the vault, and this is one of them after 5.5 hours. I beat it on easy. On easy, you get to the end of stage 3, and Magneto's like, "No mere amateur could hope to defeat me." Ha 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 ha. And that's it. So I'm like, great. Well, that counts as a game ending the game, right?
Sounds good to me.
I've vaulted 4 games.
That's kind of amazing that you vaulted this. Like, the thing is, just watching this and playing it, those are 2 very different experiences. And that's something that, you know, it's a little bit hard to get across when it comes to platformers, because a lot of the time, you know, it's much more frustrating to somebody playing, and it doesn't quite translate completely over to the casual viewer. This one, I feel like you can still see plenty of the jankiness, the air kick, the air dive kick that people are doing over and over again, for example, missing the platforms, but there's probably still some stuff that we just don't fully grasp just watching the game.
I mean, one is how easy it is to get animation locked into your attacks and just keep punching. They have to be very specific about when they're punching. Because the punches are, the attacks, you very much so stand still during them.
Basically, if you start punching, you have to be prepared to be there for a while. There's no canceling out of the animation, no getting free.
All right, Windmaster, here we go. Windmaster goes down to the bottom.
No!
And it starts in by Windmaster!
Oh. But Windmaster is back on.
All right, we're good. All right, Meteor down, Meteor up. Meteor down, Meteor up. Oh, Melos is up here and into the pit.
Oh, but oh no!
Melos is blown off. Goodbye, Melos.
Oh, wait. Switching character, maybe?
Nope. You have to be on the ground. I think Windmaster has this, though.
Stop farting at me, Danger Room.
Come on, Windmaster. Only 2 more meters to go. Switch to another character. Do something.
Oh! No!
I think it is safe to say, though, the ship is stopping. Windmaster has now defeated Schmeev in a race for first place.
Yeah, typing. So everyone's like, anyone clear stage 2 yet? Windmaster's like, I'm so annoyed right now. I'm not gonna tell them. If they want to talk amongst themselves, The thing is, like, the more that we see people type in Discord, the more that they are annoyed and just fed up with the game. And we have had plenty of conversations in Discord, as well as Schmeev taking, I'm not sure how many minutes, maybe a 5-minute break from playing the game just in order. Like, I actually say that is a decent strategy in some cases in order to help clear your head and get you back in. Sometimes you just need to step away. But you do not see that happen very often with good games.
Yep. A few things to address with chat, though. One, Legion of War, no. Legion of War keeps trying to get me to play this repeatedly again after I played it the first time, and they're horribly mean. Also, I was asked what the other 4 vaulted games, or what the other 3 vaulted games were, and I did want to answer that. The other 3 or 4 vaulted games is Gyromancer for the PC, which is Square Enix's attempt to do a Bejeweled style game. I didn't finish it because of certain problems with it, and also I stopped tracking PC games on my Games Quest. But it's kind of miserable at the end. This game, though, does earn its title with the 3 real vaults in the upper echelon of top-tier bad games that I've played is, of course, Double Dragon for the NES.
Okay.
And Final Fight for the Super Nintendo.
Honestly, I don't think Double Dragon for the NES is a great game. Double Dragon 2, definitely a lot better. But yeah, Double Dragon NES is a little rough.
Final Fight game is good on not Super Nintendo.
Really? I know nothing about Final Fight.
There's
like any of them.
Words you say, well, tell you what, good luck, because you won't be able to finish the Final Fight because it's a terrible game.
Like,
it's really bad.
Is the last fight in Final Fight impossible?
No, I did eventually clear it with save states and other stuff that I'm allowed to do, but I vaulted it anyway.
I beat it, but it goes in the vault.
Yeah, the thing about my little Games Quest thing is that I absolutely believe that in the end, I'm just trying to play games. So if I'm not having fun with something, oh, Melos, no! You didn't quite get the run!
Oh, but Melos is up.
No,
just watch out.
Melos. Melos needs to survive the ship. Meteor up, meteor down, meteor up.
Yeah,
meteor down.
Melos is figuring this out. Oh, that's fine.
Which character's Melos?
Using iframes. Schmeev is through. No, JK, I don't think Schmeev got through. Schmeev was on a different plane.
Okay, we've got the idea, though, that Gambit's cards can take down these enemies. Stay calm.
Why did he bring his playing cards?
Oh, Melos.
Melos is through and not dead.
And Cyclops has snuck into first place. Melos.
Just don't fall. Okay, good. I don't know if you can fall, but I feel like you probably could because video games.
All right, we've got the boss music here.
Oh, I like this boss music. Honestly, I'm not too surprised that Melos is moving into first. Like, all of these players are great. They took first place during their first match. But Melos has historically done extremely well in these styles of tournaments, you know?
I'm actually specific. Okay, so Melos has to actually jump into that wall there, jump down off of it, and then up onto that teleport or platform in order to get into the boss fight.
I mean, of course, you know, why? It's so straightforward, you know? Just how games work.
Also, yeah, what Redamaford's saying, Gambit's power isn't playing cards. His power is to charge anything with kinetic energy, which is enough to make it explode. So playing cards are small, can contain a lot, are far more explosive because of their size, because of how much energy they're storing in such a small size, and are convenient to carry around with you. So that's why Gambit carries playing cards.
Use BBs from like a BB gun. Super small and much denser than playing cards. And because of that density, they would be able to store much more energy. And you can throw BBs wherever you want.
Melos throws out Storm immediately. Good call.
Okay, like, BBs
And
are not that hard to throw far.
Stage 2.
Very nice, Melos. Do we get to see stage 3? Well, a little bit of it, maybe.
Also important is that Gambit it takes a little bit before the actual finish happens, if I'm not mistaken. Or you have to go all the way to the right or something like that, but it'll happen eventually. Gambit, the other thing about Gambit in playing cards is that Gambit is notoriously a con man.
Yeah. Okay, as soon as you're a con man, you know, playing cards, that's right up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you have to go to a door.
I just love it. The slow strut trying to figure out where you're supposed to go.
Oh, okay, there you go. You had to hit that button in order to pull the Laundra out of the door here, and now it's over. Now we're moving on to stage 3. Unfortunately, we only have 6 minutes left, which means that we won't get to see Apocalypse, everybody. This saddens me.
Melos is asking who's in the lead. And we don't answer that question, but we do answer if they want to check their place. And so I have informed Melos that he is in first.
I did not know that. I was aware that they could ask the lead in the or if they were what their place, but all right. So Melos typed, which means that lost the chance to get all of the Danger Room orbs in the far right for other characters, but I think Gambit and other character might be the only ones that are still alive. But do you see the damage that Melos just took from that fall, by the way? Yeah, like I said, it gets fall damage takes more and more each stage. So now we've got Sabretooth.
Meow! I punch. Where are your claws, Sabretooth, huh? Where's your stupid claws, stupid cat? Oh no, sad sound.
So to beat Sabretooth, the best way is to get up on that cliff there, and then he jumps, and then you hit him, and then you drop down, and then you loop him. If you do not loop him, good luck fighting Sabretooth.
Yeah, but Glitchwitch is saying he's got a loop you can get him into. I mean, if you can figure out how to get loops going, then it's going to work just fine. Or do what Melos is doing. Get those lasers.
Try to do what Melos is doing, because Sabretooth is an expert jump roper.
Wait, Melos was still hitting but not dealing damage?
Oh yeah, because it's Sabretooth, yo. Like I said, these bosses have ridiculous, not actually vulnerable moments. Like, Sabretooth is actually invulnerable unless you've got him after he's done jumping up onto the platform, or in the or after he struck you.
Seriously?
Seriously.
This is pretty dumb.
Seriously.
There we go. Cyclops is down.
That's it.
If they only knew. What did we need to know?
They don't know that Magneto is the reason that the Danger Room has gone crazy.
I feel like they probably know. Like, if there's something weird going on and someone's not standing literally in front of you, it's probably Magneto.
This is the big moment for Schmeev. Schmeev needs to get to the end of this in order to take second place back from Windmaster.
Yes.
And unfortunately is not using blasters. Come on. Schmeev, blasters. Oh, is at the end.
That's the end.
Just need to get on that bridge.
Gotta
bridge
jump.
on the right.
Gotta jump.
Jump for it, and Schmeev has now taken second place.
Very nice. Now, jesusthefrog could potentially, I don't know, potentially move from fourth into third?
Yes, but it's I think that first and second are very likely set based on the 3 minutes we have left.
Yeah.
Schmeev is very unlikely to beat the final boss, or the second stage boss at this point, based on just health and stuff, unless there's no other character in reserve. And there's the death. Okay, so jesusthefrog may very well have a chance.
I love that it started the boss fight and just scrolled away from Schmeev. It's like, yeah, we're not going to pay attention to you, Deathbird.
At this point, though, I do not think that... I'm looking at it. We've got 2 minutes left, and we still got the ship to go for Jesus. So I think that at this place, the places are set.
Yeah.
We have Melos in first, Schmeev in second, Windmaster in third, and jesusthefrog in fourth.
But I'm not stopping until it's over or until Jesus dies, because a death for Jesus would essentially be the end of this match.
Sorry, I dramatically called it 2 minutes early. I'm sorry. I'll save that. I'll pocket that for later.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he's able to do. Like, he's having a bit of a hard time figuring out where to go. Yeah, there you go, in the door that looks like a wall. You know, obviously, that's where you're supposed to go.
I mean, obviously.
Jesus, though, I don't think Jesus has seen the troll, the big troll coming up.
I know. Jesus hasn't even made it to the ship yet.
Oh my gosh. So if Jesus does get there, great, but he's gonna die. I love it.
Just waiting. I just want that moment. I just want Jesus, all four players to have that problem, but we only got a minute left here, so.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it. You know,
come on, you're just mad that you can't make such amazing sound effects.
I literally just made them. My butt can make amazing sound effects like this game.
You're joking about the Genesis is electro farts, and now I've given you the most electro fart game out there. You didn't even know the true power of electro farts until you've heard this game in action.
Like I said, my body is very capable of making most of these sounds. It's just that people don't like it when I do.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Jesus is just one tap away, just a love tap away here. But
so close, but unfortunately so far, because that is time. We are done, and I've already heard this song today. What's up with you, YouTube? You'll have like 5 songs you want to play.
And Jesus dies immediately afterward.
Oh no! If they only knew. If they only knew. You know, that is the motto for today. If they only knew that this game is... Like, they still didn't see the worst parts of this game. Oh, well, as it turns out, Melos takes first, Schmeev second, Windmaster takes third, and jesusthefrog takes fourth, and Melos is here to chat with us. Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, going great. This was a fun watch for a not very fun game.
My ears are bleeding.
Hey, Melos, you might want to mind your step. The bridge does tend to be a little bit disappearing.
I noticed that. I don't think the bridge got me more than once. More with those goofy platforms.
Oh my gosh. Still, that bridge, Schmeev managed to avoid getting tricked by that bridge, and it was a little bit unbelievable that Schmeev was able to avoid that death. But yeah, we were just watching whenever somebody got there because we're like, die, die, die.
Which bridge? The spaceship one?
Yeah, right before the spaceship,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That was buggy weird.
Yeah, it's bad. But
if you're touching
you're
touching anything but the bottom, you're done.
The thing is, you know, looking at what you said in Discord, you kind of want to finish this game?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's honestly not terrible.
Okay, BlasphemousRoar, how much of the game is left?
3 stages, though I think one of them is more like half a stage.
Okay. That's honestly not too bad. Like, using save states would probably be a good idea just because, you know, once you start losing characters, it just all goes down the hill.
Just know that I got to roughly that point in the same roughly amount of time that you did there, Melos. Just be aware that I still spent 5.5 hours and I still didn't get past stage 4, so.
Yeah, I figure once I got full fights down.
Yeah, the Sabretooth fight. Oh, jeez. Sabretooth was like, meow, I'm gonna take you out. but
He's
not
no
like
damage.
that.
Nothing hit him.
Spencer, though, an important question about Sabretooth in that statement, though, is that really how Sabretooth was, or is that your self-projection of wishing what Sabretooth was?
You know, I think because we had Catwoman earlier, I'm just sort of getting the two confused.
Okay, you know.
Which one does backflips?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, if they both do, then I've got nothing for you. Got nothing for you. Well, yeah, Melos, you said that this game is bad but intriguing. What sort of intriguing nature does it have? What's interesting to you in this?
It's an interesting system that you can swap out characters in the middle of a battle, but they are limited to 1 life each. And then the assists, I think I only used 1 or 2 the whole time, but
Yeah.
it's interesting that they decided to include more characters like that. The whole ability to switch characters and choose who you heal in the danger room kind of reminded me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for NES.
I was thinking about that as well, because you can change between the various turtles basically whenever you want, right?
This one I think is a little more restrictive than that, but honestly, my only major complaints about it were probably 3 things. 1, foreground, background. There's almost no way to tell where you can actually go between the foreground and background.
Yeah! Yeah.
2, jump. The double jump is such a tight window, my hand hurts right now.
Really? It was that difficult to, like, nail completely? Actually, from watching it, I'm not sure I recall seeing a double jump.
It's a high jump, it's not a double jump. You have to double that jump really fast and hold it. And that's the only way you can make most of those jumps from platform to platform.
Wait, what? You have the second push you have to hold?
It seems that way to me, yeah, because if you let go of jump at any point, you just plummet.
That's so dumb. That is terrible. Okay, you just made me angry about this game saying that. What other problems?
Some of the hitboxes on like the bosses, like Juggernaut, I don't know how I skipped him apparently like 3 times, and then
Yeah.
he spawned. Like I showed up, I jumped up, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're done. Bye."
Yep, you can despawn him.
And I mean, his hitbox is so weird, and he just chunks of health.
Yep, gotta kick him in the face or something. But honestly, if you can just skip him, that's the way to go. You know?
Sabretooth killer, but he's a lot more nasty.
Yeah, there apparently are reliable ways to deal with him. Getting him into a loop is something that is doable. Just figuring out when you can actually deal damage, I think, is the hard part with Sabretooth. And once you figure that, yeah, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, I didn't know what actually made him take damage because I tried the same thing again and it just didn't work.
Let's see, that was 3 things, I think. Was there a 4th thing that you thought was bad about this?
No, honestly, the rest of it seemed okay.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
the bugginess of that one platform, but that, I mean, that's a one-off. Okay, this is dumb.
Yeah, it is definitely a dumb game. Well, here's the deal. Yeah, I am glad that, you know, we found somebody who kind of wants to go back to this game. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you're able to show it justice. I am actually pretty interested in some of the mechanics because it's obvious that they tried. It's obvious that they put effort into it. Did it end up working out well? No. What happened to the music? I don't know. But it's got ideas there, and that's cool to me.
Yeah, I mean, some of the sprite work in this is actually not bad.
Oh yeah, the art I would probably say is the best part about the game. Very decent art. The music, no. No.
The second stage is a pretty banger. Like,
Okay, I like the stage 2 music. That stuff's good. I could dance to that, you know.
I don't think it makes up for the blood coming out of my ears from the title screen, though.
Oh, perfect. Well, Melos, I think that is it. You have taken first 2 matches in a row. Congratulations. Best of luck on your next match. It'll be in a little while, but that's fine. You can go ahead and kick back and relax. The other players today are not eliminated. They are still in for your specific match. So, you know, obviously some of them are going to have to fight a little bit harder during the next match, but they are still in it. So good job, all of the players today and for this match specifically. I think we're going to go raid Joe DeMilo because I'm done with today. Just FYI, everybody, no, don't make us bored on Tuesday. Why? Because I am in grading limbo. I am suffering, okay? But not like real suffering, just crappy, boring suffering. So, yeah, once I'm done with grading, it'll probably be in a little bit more than a week. Once I'm done with that, then it'll be back to, like, actually having a life again. That'll be great. Let's see, was there anything else I'm missing?
Melos, what are you playing these days?
Yes.
Honestly, the last 2 streams I've done have been Kuso, so...
Offline?
No, the actual matches.
No, what have you been playing offline then, if you've just been streaming Kuso?
Path of Exile.
Well, yeah, I might play a little more of that later. To de-stress, and then get angry at again and just go and play Pokemon Snap instead.
There you go.
It's so peaceful. You just sit there and you take pretty pictures. Gotta get the pictures. Well, perfect. Let's go ahead and raid Joe D'Amelio. He's currently doing... Well, actually, it doesn't look like he's doing anything. Is there somebody else we can go raid then? Because I don't want to raid somebody who's not even around. There's Cool Kid. You know what? High Spirits is doing a Dragon Quest VIII 3DS randomizer? What? That seems a little interesting to me. Let's go ahead and raid High Spirits, and I think there was a good message. If you only knew.
If they only knew.
Well, I'm gonna say if you only knew. That way we can direct it to High Spirits. If you only knew. Lupine 1, you can yell bummer if you want. Bummer. Okay, everybody, take care, and I will see you hopefully later this week. Hopefully for Kuso6rande. I'll let people know on Twitter and Discord when I go live, though, so those are the best ways to know when games are happening. See ya, and have a great afternoon. Bye, BlasphemousRoar.
Bye.
Bye, Melos.
Bye.